All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of May the 2nd, 2022. Brian and Michaela here with you today. And Michaela, it is May, which is commonly known as Star Wars month because we have May the 4th. It's right around the corner. It's pretty exciting time, but we made it to May already this year. It's going fast.
It's going real fast. I have no idea. It was Christmas 3 days ago. I have no idea how this is happening. It's getting warm here, and I am not okay with it. We have that weird. So in the South, in the Carolinas, for anybody who doesn't know, we have like multiple summers and multiple like springtime, winter storms. So last week it was in the low 70s and like in the 40s in the mornings. And now it's like 90 today. I don't know what is happening. It's very strange, but we are in May. May has arrived. It is Star Wars month.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. So today for the lobby bar, I thought what we would do is we would mix up a cocktail that I actually did on the Old Republic podcast, which is another podcast that I do. And we had a special guest on, which was the Hero's Journey podcast. They were really great. They came on to talk about the hero's journey and the Knights of the Old Republic realm. We did that story, but we do a cocktail section, or they do a cocktail section in their podcast. So Drink the Movies was tasked with coming up with a couple of cocktails to do in this episode. So this is what I came up with, and this is what I'm sharing with everyone on the lobby bar today, yourself included. And there's two for the price of one. One has alcohol, one is a mocktail, which is perfect for Star Wars week because you're going to have your kids there watching Star Wars because Star Wars is for kids. So buckle up, Michaela. I made you one of these. I made you the alcohol one for sure. So we're going to start with the classic Sidecar, which is very easy to make. It's super simple to put together, and you probably have these ingredients on hand if you have a decently stocked bar, so you can always make this, and it's always classy and it's always delicious. So classic Sidecar: 2 ounces of brandy or cognac, 1 ounce of orange liqueur, triple sec, Cointreau, Grand Marnier, whichever you want, and then 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Shake that with ice, strain it into your coupe or martini glass, and you are good to go. Sidecar, dead simple, dead delicious. What do you think?
Oh, this is delicious. I don't know if I've ever had a sidecar before.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd ever really had one either. You and I have been doing a bunch of like cognac based cocktails over, the past year and a half or so, but the Sidecar has always evaded us. But yeah, I mean, I always have a bottle of some sort of brandy. When I made mine for the cocktail, I used an apple brandy that you and I had used a couple weeks past, and it was delicious. So you probably have these ingredients on hand. So give this one a try if you want something classy and delicious. It would be a really good like brunch cocktail because it has that orange from the triple sec. So go ahead and have that when you're having your fancy overpriced breakfast. So do a Sidecar, and then if you want something in a more mocktail route, I came up with this. This is a Brian creation here. I called it the Swoop Bike, which is one of the vehicles in Knights of the Old Republic. That's where it gets its name. But you're going to take 1.5 ounces of tart cherry juice, 1.5 ounces of unfiltered apple juice, and 1.5 ounces of orange juice. Now you can shake those and strain it if you want it to look like a classy cocktail. You can just serve it over ice if you want to do that. But it's delicious. And I really like tart cherry juice for mocktails because it's a little astringent. It's a little tart. So it kind of hits on those kind of like alcohol notes that you get out of the cognac. And it tastes right alongside of the Sidecar. It's really good. It's kind of this really pretty, like deep, like purplish color. Really nice. And top that with an orange and you're good to go mocktail wise. So maybe you can make this up with the kiddo while you guys are having your May the 4th adventure.
I am so excited. He's going to love this because he's very much into cocktails and mocktails. It's probably, I don't know. It's kind of weird because he's 7 and he's like, Mom, are you making a cocktail? Can I help? Can I make one too? And so this, I'm very excited to add to my repertoire of mocktails, and it looks beautiful. It is a beautiful color.
Yes. So give those a try. Let us know if you try either of those, and go check out the Old Republic podcast. Check out the Hero's Journey podcast because those guys were a great time to talk to, and it was fun to have those cocktails with them. So what are people doing this week in terms of the box office? We didn't really have anything shake up wise in the top five over the weekend. Bad Guys led the way. Sonic 2, Fantastic Beasts, The Northman, and Everything Everywhere All at Once slid back up into the top five. Everything Everywhere All at Once is doing really good for like a super weird, kind of esoteric indie film, which I love to see. I love to see it, is out there. It's making a lot of money. It's been out for several weeks now, which is not something you see, anymore. Spider-Man gets to be at the movie theater for 9 months, but everything else has like a 2-week runtime and then they're cut off. But Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's really great. And I'm excited to see that it's still up there in the top five.
Yeah. Well, and I'm really excited because I think I've seen 4 out of the 5 top 5 films, which is real strange. That has not happened in a real long time. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hanging in there, like we said, Bad Guys, the Northman, second week at the 4th spot. You and I saw that last week. It was pretty good. If you're into a Viking tale of revenge and family struggles and things, go check it out. It's gorgeous looking. So yeah, dive into your Norse mythology and see that. What does that do for the yearly box office? Not that much. The Lost City slides up into 5th place. It knocks Sing 2 out of the top 5. And Sonic the Hedgehog moves up past Uncharted into the 3rd spot for the year. But those numbers aren't going to change anymore, Michaela. Well, they're going to change, but not for any of these movies. They're going to change for a new movie that's coming out. So the big question on my mind and everyone's mind is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Is that going to push Batman out of the top spot for the year? $370 million it has to make to get to number 1. What do you think about Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, and his multiverse? What is it? I mean, it's going to make a lot of money. How much is it going to make? Enough money to beat the Batman?
I think so. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna bet yes. I'm gonna bet that it does. I don't know. It'll definitely beat Spider-Man, because if you'll recall, Spider-Man is number 2 this year because it came out at the end of last year. So its first weekend doesn't even go into this 231 million, right?
Yeah. It was out for over a month. It came out close to Thanksgiving, I think, right?
Oh, that's right. It wasn't Christmas, it was Thanksgiving. So Spider-Man made a ton of money, and it's always DC versus Marvel. I think Marvel just tends to do better, although the Batman did really, really well compared to all the other Marvel movies, all the other DC movies. So I don't know. I think it's going to beat it, though. There's a lot that people are expecting out of Doctor Strange because it's got this multiverse component to it. And we're just now diving into that aspect of things. I think we're going to see a lot of cameos from people. We're going to see a lot of characters from the Marvel universe that we love. At least that is the hope on the street. And so a lot of people are going to dive into that, whether or not they were a huge fan of Doctor Strange or not. So my vote is yes. It's going to, it might take a couple of weeks to get there, but I think it will.
Yeah, I think it'll do really well. Here's a good sign of that, I think. So Michaela and her husband and I go to the movies on Tuesday nights a lot of times when we're going to see a movie. So usually that first Tuesday after opening weekend. We've already got our tickets booked for Doctor Strange, and we couldn't get our regular seats. We always sit in the same seats, and they were gone already, 2 weeks in advance. So they were gone. So that is a good sign for Doctor Strange. So we'll have to see how much money it makes. But let us know if you're planning to head out and see it this weekend when it comes out. Let us know that. Let us know if you mix up a sidecar or a swoop bike. Let us know. But Michaela, we better grab our drinks because the movie's about to start.
I got it. I've got extra cherry juice. I can't wait for this swoop bike. It's going to be amazing.
All right. And we will talk to everyone next time in the lobby bar.